Sometimes you have great music ads, but a terrible ad account, and the ad account actually crushes your chances at getting good results from a campaign. In this video, I'm going to show you a real example of how we ran ads for an artist in two different accounts and how one account had pretty good results and one account had pretty terrible results, and they were literally the same ads. And then we'll look at why this happens and how you can figure out if it's happening for you. And then finally, I'll tell you 2 ways you can potentially fix it. So if those things are interesting, if you have a hunch that your ad account is making your ad campaigns worse, then stick around and let's get into it. Okay, so here we are at the old computer screen, and to start, I just wanted to show you what it actually looks like when you have an ad account that is hindering your results. So here is a campaign that we ran for a client, and it started off in her ad account. And so you can see we had these campaigns running, and cost per result was pretty wickedly expensive. $1.24, 70 cents, 94 cents. Now, we actually didn't switch this out because of how it was performing. She actually ran into a payment issue where her account was getting flagged, and so we decided to bring it into our ad account. But in our ad account, you can see 57 cents, 44 cents, 60 cents. So still not like super cost efficient, but a market improvement from the other ad account. Literally the only difference was that we were running in one ad account versus another, and also with one pixel versus another. But the ads themselves, the videos and the text were literally exactly the same. And the difference is pretty stark. It's like a 40% decrease. I don't know. Kieran, my video editor, throw the number on the screen, whatever it is. Basically, it can make a huge difference just switching ad accounts. And if you only have one ad account that you're ever using, it's hard to see this, but can definitely be a factor. So that's what it looks like when an ad account is impacting the results of an ad campaign. And depending on if it's good or bad, it can be super frustrating. But why does it happen? It happens because the data in an ad account is either aligned or misaligned with the ads that you're trying to run. If you have a brand new ad account, then you're starting fresh. And I actually don't think you need to do a ton of warm up on a brand new ad account, but it can sometimes help. But if you have an existing ad account and you've run some campaigns for other things, then there's a good chance you've accumulated data that is in a different direction from the audience that you are now wanting to target. And I think that's actually what happened to us when we were running this campaign for our client. We had an ad account that was running ads in different genres from the music this client was making. And so when we put her music in there, it just didn't perform as well, even though it was literally the same ads. Now, the way to tell if your ad account is having a decisive role in your ad campaign is honestly kind of tricky, and you will probably never know for sure unless you actually make a new ad account or test it in a different ad account. But here's what I would say. If you have had success before running ads and you are now not having success and it's in a different genre, then the ad account may be a limiting factor. Also, if you are just looking at all the factors and you can tell that your ads are good based on similar artists to you, so like you look in ads library at similar artists and see the ads that they're making and the music they're making, and you're like, my stuff is pretty comparable and my results are terrible, then there's a good chance that it is not in fact the ads and the music, but some limiting factor, and it may be the ad account itself. Again, it's pretty hard to know this for sure, but like a lot of things in advertising, sometimes you just have to use your intuition and make a call. Now, if you are thinking that your ad account is screwing up your ad campaigns, what can you do to fix it? 2 options. Number 1, and it's kind of a cop-out option, but it does work, is just running your ads in somebody else's ad account. There are a bunch of platforms, and I've reviewed some of them on this channel, that will let you run ads inside of their ad account at a very low rate. So like Symphony OS is one of those platforms where you can sign up for them, and with Symphony, they take, I think, a percentage of your ad spend, but basically they will let you run the ads in their account, and so you can test, does the creative I used in my account perform better or worse in their account? At a level up from that, you could work with an agency who maybe has developed accounts in your genre and see, okay, if this agency who I know has promoted metal music in the past and I make metal music, like if they put it in their ad account, do they get better results? So basically just giving up on your own ad account and trying another ad account is one way. It's a cop-out way, but it can definitely work. The second way is to not give up and push through it with your ad account and focus on training your ad account with the new data toward the new audience that you want to focus on. And again, Again, I will put a link below this video on a few steps to train or warm up your ad account, but a couple quick steps in that direction. First, you could run a low spend playlist campaign where you are advertising a playlist that is in the ideal genre of your music. Again, if you are making metal music, just as an example, you make a playlist for metal and you advertise that playlist. It's typically easier to advertise playlists and to get some traffic and data around that because it's an easier proposition to tell a random user, hey, do you like melodic metal music? Well, then check out this playlist. And then to be like,
do you want to hear a random melodic metal artist you've never heard of? Well, check it out.
Just an easier sell to promise them something they already like than to try and sell them on some artists they've never heard of. So for that reason, you can almost always successfully advertise a genre playlist, and that's a good way to get some data spinning up in your account and kind of move it in the right direction. And then finally, along these same lines, it might just be a matter of time. When I did an analysis of like 60 ad campaigns, I found that on average, the time at which they reached the lowest cost per result was 30 days into the campaign. So if your campaign has started and it's just pretty horribly unoptimized, and maybe it's because of the ad account not having good data for you, maybe if you give it 30 days, it will optimize over time and slowly get there. Is this the most efficient use of your budget? I don't know, probably not. But it could be a long-term strategy where if you know you're going to be releasing songs in a similar genre down the road, it helps to train your ad account. And maybe those less efficient clicks right now, even if they're expensive now, will lead you toward more cost-efficient clicks as you go forward. That is definitely one possible outcome. So yeah, two options: just totally switch, try a new account, or option two, train your account and focus it more toward the audience that you are going to be making music for. All right, hopefully that was helpful. If you are feeling like your ad account is just wigging out on you and hindering your ability to run effective ad campaigns, check out that little guide I put together about optimizing your account, and maybe consider using an agency or a tool like Symphony OS and running ads in another account. This stuff is complicated. It's kind of confusing. It's kind of annoying. Maybe there will be a day when we just push a button and our ads go to the exact perfect person. Honestly, I think that's a little freaky, but you never know. Until then, wishing you good luck as you muddle through all this with the rest of us. Stay encouraged out there. As always, you got this.